Hey everyone, welcome back to Resident Evil 8. So this episode we've got a little bit of exploring to do. We've now finished up the Monroe pathway. We just have some extra little bits to get a hold of here. So first thing we're going to do is use the crank on this door here. Alright, I'd probably recommend having some of these at least. In fact, I wonder if we can craft any. We cannot. That's alright, we've got the flash grenades, so that's going to be helpful, to say the least. So first up, you want to come up here. We're going to go up the center path. Right, there's going to be a few enemies around here. So first thing we're doing is looking backwards and going back here. Alright, you want to come over to this chest and grab the mermaid ball. We can come across here for a box. There's a whole bunch of crows around. There's flying enemies. May as well take care of this guy now. Come here, you bugger. Alright, he's just going to carry on doing his thing. Come on. About damn time. What'd you drop for me? Just money. Alright, we have some magnum rounds over here. Coming into this building, we should have a guy on the ground. Sniper rifle ammo. Handgun ammo, and that should give us a blue shack. Coming over to this shack over here. Wait, is there another flying dude? There is. Hi. Ooh, rude. Buddy. Crystal wing, I'll take it. We have two dudes here. Awesome. Handgun ammo, yes please. Is that it for the shack? It is it for the shack. Cool. From this part we're going to go up this ramp here. Alright, now you'll see we can't actually go anywhere else from up here. So, I'm going to come around the corner here. I'm going to go under. We have this guy here. Excuse me. Rude. Alright, we have file 32. And a chest here with a magnum in it. Wolfsbane. Now we're not going to use this on this next enemy, but this will come in very handy. We don't have any weapon parts for this, do we? Totally okay. Alright, coming out this door there's going to be one of these big enemies. I'd rather reload all my stuff. Do we have any bombs of any kind? We do not. We can make some. And an extra flashbang. Alright. That'll do. So, I'm going to come out here. whenever this guy shows up. We've got this guy here. Alright. Throw a flashbang. Alright, now I'm going to switch over to a pipe bomb. Lay down a mine. Flash grenade. And there we go. Didn't even get a hit, which is nice. So we got the Crystal Beast. Alright, and so as you can see, all this area is blue now. We do have one more item to get. Not the rusted scrap. Alright, so coming around the corner here, we have a well. Well wheel. Alright, sweet. So it's extra flashbangs as well. So at least we've got something to go on with this. So from here we're just going to go back to the hub area, I guess. No, we have missed something. No, we haven't. We got the mermaid ball. Coming to the left here. Mermaid ball is right there. This one's a relatively easy one. I think there's like one place in particular that I struggle with. So this one here. So you want to lean this down as much as possible. We're going to come along. And there we go. Excellent. I don't know how to pronounce that word, so I'm just going to say green skull. Alright, so ahead of us now, the village has changed that little bit. Alright, old what's-his-face has been decorating a little bit. We're going to come over to where we picked up the shotgun. So that'll be directly straight ahead. I think it was this shack here. Alright, we have a crank door. We have 2 chickens. Don't you run out here, you little bastard. Yay. 2 chickens. I don't think this outhouse counts as anything. Why is it pointing there? It's got like an arrow pointing to the ground and I'm like, am I missing something? A yellow quartz. Look at that. That's pretty clever. I didn't even find that in the walkthrough prep. Come on up the ladder here. Gonna go to the left. Gonna drop down. Alright, and we got the Pigeon Blood Ruby. Now this is the first out of 2 gems that we're going to get that can slot into the necklace with 2 holes. Graveyard, alright. So we're going to follow this up. So check all the buildings are blue. That's great. Alright, coming up this way there should be 2 goats. Now these things hurt, so you do want to be careful. And they're tanky as all hell. Nice. Alright, so grab the meat from them. What do we got? Alright, from here we're going to go back to the hub area and craft some recipes and sell some crap. We should actually be able to craft all the recipes from here on out. Actually, no, there's one that we need to craft. So, instead of doing that right now, we're going to go straight ahead. We'll come back and sell a whole bunch of crap after this next area. Alright, use the crank on this. Keep going to pull out a knife. That is not the knife. Sniper rifle ammo. Nice. Alright, we're coming down to the boat here. And we are going to go straight ahead. Dirty water. May as well turn this around while we can. If we can. That's better. Save us doing it later on. Alright, come over here, use the crank. This area should look familiar. Alright, so, if you remember the shack well, ironically there's a well out back. Well wheel. Alright, this is going to bring up a ladder of all things. Alright, this is a bit of a puzzle, plus this whole area has a couple of items that you can't get back to if you miss them. And I can never seem to find all the items here, but for the most part we're just going to climb. So you want to make sure you've got the pipe bomb. And no shinies are lingering around. You can hear snoring, I'm sorry, it's my little dogs. I forgot to say, oh, that's why that's not there. They are fast asleep on my lap. I try to say it every few episodes. I don't think I've actually said it throughout this whole walkthrough. Alright, so what we're going to do is push this one up. And this one up. So push both white buttons. Just want to make sure. Shotgun shells. I feel like that might be it. So we're just going to push this across. Push this down. If I miss an item in this room, please forgive me. And we want to go across, climb up. Explosive rounds, even better. Alright, I don't feel like it's going to go until we grab these. So, the large blood pigeon ruby. That's a mouthful to say. Flashbang, magnum ammos. And we have a red room still, so I have missed something. Would it be underneath any of this crap? No, I did miss something, but that's okay. Mine. Damn it. I was really hoping for a blue room. That's alright, I'm not going to waste too much time on this area. Unless it's like a shiny up the roof or something like that. So, if we come right at the base of the ladder here, you can't actually see the physical lockpick, but you can see you can pick something up. There we go. Carrying on. I think that's one of the first and only rooms in this walkthrough where I've had to just leave it red. If you have made it blue, awesome. Gratitude for you. Coming through here. This is kind of like a puzzle area. Now, if we can, I'd really like to craft some handgun ammo. I guess not. Right, we're going to save the handgun ammo. So any enemies we're going to try and not kill, because we need them and they infinitely respawn if you do kill them. Alright, so coming over here, what we're going to do is shoot this towards that. Alright, we're going to wait for this to chill out a little bit. Just that little bit. It's not going to chill out too much, is it? Shoot that way. Alright, we now have an enemy coming towards us. We need it to walk into this fire and set itself ablaze. You can probably get a trophy for this, to be honest. Come on, walk into the fire. Buddy, stop running away. There you go. Cool, so now that he's on fire, we're going to come get him to follow us over here. If he dies, he will respawn another, so don't worry about this too much. Come on. There we go. Awesome. So before we carry on, we've got sniper rifle ammo. And this room we have a whole bunch of money. Now you'll notice this room is blue anyways, regardless whether you pick stuff up or not. Never checked it for treasures. Doesn't look like there's any. Shotgun ammo. Handgun ammo. Nice. Right, coming through here we have a golden lady statue. Magnum ammo. Nothing under there. Excellent. Cool. Oh my god, my dog is snoring hard out. Alright, let's combine that amulet there. Combine with that. Don't think there's anything else for us to combine. Alright, now we're going to get some fish. Alright, so we're going to take the boat past where we started. Then after that we have a file, a treasure, a gun part, and a boss. My boat controlling is out of control. Alright, so first thing we're going to do is head left. Alright, you have this beautiful fishy here. Normal fish, and this is finest fish. Definitely want to grab that. Going forward, we've got a cave coming up. There's actually a few enemies in here too, so you just want to be careful about that. Maybe pull out the shotgun. Alright, so before any enemies come up, we're going to run over here. We have the laptop. So this is file number 30 something, 33. Alright, we have handgun ammo. We have antique coin. Just a throwback to Resident Evil 7. And we have the TAC foregrip. Behind us we have a whole bunch of ammunitions too, which is going to be great. I might even... No, I'm not going to use that because we have a decent boss dude coming up. What I might do is might switch that for flashbangs. I'm going to come over here. This thing's going to freak out. We're going to get about 3 of these guys here. Alright, pull out the sniper rifle. Nice. Alright, so we've got some upgrading to do, we've got some stuff to sell, and then we've got a boss, which we're going to be using the Magnum for. So, come on back to the boat. Okay, we want to do a 360, that's fine. 180, actually, not 360. All the guns are loaded. That is fine. Oh, have we not been putting stuff in here? May as well put one more, the third one. Cool.
My apologies.
Now you notice he's got that that weird corpsey thing in a jar. Don't know what it means, but he's got it.
Wait. Just excuse me a moment.
Alright, so we should have more than enough meat to cook everything in here.
Apologies for the wait. Here's your share. dish could be had in this winter bout. We've gathered all the ingredients. Now, apologies for the wait. Here's your share. To think such a dish could be had. We've gathered all the ingredients. Now.
Thing I like about this one is it increases movement speed permanently, which is quite neat.
Finished. I'd love for you to enjoy as well. To think such a dish could be had in this winter-bound frontier.
Alright, we're gonna sell a whole bunch of crap. I don't know if there's any more recipes that come up. I don't think there are, but I don't want to sell the fish just in case.
This is Lord Moreau's? I suppose it's what they call the beauty of the grotesque.
Alright, so we can upgrade the handgun, shotgun, and the Magnum a little bit. Firepower definitely for the Magnum for the moment. I'm going to upgrade that.
This simple modification can be done in just a moment.
Cool, I don't think we can do anything to the sniper rifle.
Aha!
Awesome. So everything up to date there. There's nothing that I really want to buy at this point in time. I think we should be good.
Thank you for your patronage.
So I might shortcut that to... I mean, we're not going to be using a handgun. I'd like to have that just in case. We'll just shortcut this to the up just so we can get to it quickly, because I'll probably switch between flashbangs and the Magnum. Alright, we'll keep 2 of those bullets too, just for another upcoming enemy. From here, what we're going to do is make our way to the cornfield. So that is up here. Alright, I don't think this even shows on the map. The fallow plot, that's what it is. I keep calling it the cornfield, my bad. You can hear him though. So, as soon as he shows his ugly face, he's going to be walking around over there. Alright, he's going to jump out here for a bit. Oh, bitch. That's fine. Up. Alright, we're going to come in here, we're going to pull this across. Just going to keep those last 2 bullets. Where'd he go? I can hear you, lady. I think he's seen us. There he is. Oof. Run back in here. Let's use an explosive round on him. When he turns back up. What's our health at? Oh, we're fine. This stuff really doesn't help. There he is. And he should be down. So, I read somewhere that he's got like 5 times as much health as a normal werewolf, so that's a bit of a pain. Normal alpha, I think, actually, not werewolf. But anyways, once he's down, we've still got two more rounds for the magnums. That's absolutely fine. Just want to keep that for a guy in future. Oh, we're going the wrong way. I just want to check. I feel like we've gotten everything in the village so far. No wells, no... Yeah, cool. Happy with that. Alright, so we're going to go back to the hub. We're going to sell that item. We're going to wait there, and we'll carry on with progression next episode. We have the Lycan area coming up. It's just a big ambush with a whole bunch of shooting. It's real fun.
Seeking something in particular?
Alright, so we'll sell that. Also going to buy a few mines, a few pipe bombs. I think some shotgun shells probably wouldn't go astray either. It's not, yeah, we'll just stock up on ammo. It's not like we don't have the money for it.
Please come again.
Mines. Why not? Alright, that's everything. Everything is loading. 13, nice. That'll be flashbangs. Awesome, so that'll be it for this episode. So, thank you all for watching. Hit that like button, subscribe to the page. I'll see you here next time for more Resident Evil 8.